Hello, I'm Virginia Senator Mark Warner, and I wanted to give you a bit of a recap of what happened yesterday on the first day of President Trump's second impeachment trial. It was hard to imagine a bigger contrast between the two teams of lawyers in terms of their presentations. The House managers who were presenting the case that Trump should be impeached did a remarkable job. All three of the presenters were, I think, brilliant. I particularly think Jamie Rashkin, who is the lead House manager, was particularly powerful. If somehow Trump's argument was to stand where you couldn't go ahead and follow through on an impeachment trial for somebody who'd left office, what you would basically be doing is saying any elected official, particularly any president, in the last couple of weeks of their term could create any kind of crime, resign, and then not be held accountable. That doesn't make any sense at all to me, or I think to any kind of serious legal scholars. So House managers did their presentation. Then Trump's lawyers came up. And again, I've never practiced a day of law. I went to law school. But this was about the most inept presentation I've ever seen. The first lawyer wandered around in his presentation, don't really know what he was even talking about. The second guy just seemed angry and tried to make this all about politics. And their presentation was so bad that while we didn't expect the motion that we were working on, which was to try to say this was, you couldn't even hold a president accountable who's out of office, it picked up an additional Republican senator, my friend Bill Cassidy. So the final vote was 56-44, saying, of course, the trial needs to go forward. And I sit as the chair of the Intel Committee now, and seeing these images of those thugs in the halls of our Capitol was perhaps Donald Trump's final biggest gift to people like Vladimir Putin, the leader of Russia, because the propaganda value of saying, hey, there's nothing special about American democracy, look at what's happening there, their system doesn't work. Our system did work. It was simply the fact that Donald Trump refused to acknowledge that he was a loser. He is a loser. He will go down in history as one of the all-time losers. But he, out of pure ego, his anxiousness to call his supporters to then take the kind of action that took place on the 6th, we got to have some reckoning on that. We've got to, both for history and to get us to be able as a country to move past that date, we have to reach some level of judgment. What I'm going to try to do is make sure that each day I try to present this recap and give you and share with you my feelings about what happens each day in the proceedings. Do know this, we're going to get through this trial. We're going to get back to making sure that President Biden's package to get us through COVID and restart the economy. So stay tuned, more to come.